We're here at the first of our open houses. There's going to be 3 of these, and this is an opportunity for the community to provide us feedback, to really help us understand what it is about Flagstaff that will help us to mitigate and become more resilient with our climate issues here in this community. This is a great place for a lot of people to come together to really provide that input, and we're looking forward to developing a plan that our community can be proud of. This is one of the steps. It's very important for the city to be successful in this particular one. We're grateful so many people have come out, and this is really an important part of the start of this plan, which is going to be an important part of our community going forward.
I'm a faculty member at Northern Arizona University, and I'm also on the Flagstaff City's Action and Adaptation Plan to deal with the climate change that we're experiencing. And I'm on that steering committee because I have a background in ecology and studying how climate change impacts may affect our local ecosystems. And I've also worked at NAU to try to understand the university's greenhouse gas footprint. So about 10 years ago, we engaged a bunch of undergrads who did a very thorough study of all the energy use by the university and how much greenhouse gas emissions were associated with that.
I have my own consulting firm on clean energy and transmission and policy. I work throughout the western United States helping markets thrive, solar and wind thrive. So I'm a policy geek. I've joined the Climate Action Planning Steering Committee because energy is a really important part of our planning. We use it in homes and businesses and cars, and we can do a whole lot better on using it more efficiently. And the idea of Station 4 is try to collect information from individuals about what would success look like if we got to 2030 and this was a fabulous community as it is. What would it look like? And what we're seeing on the board is a lot of people are mentioning solar energy, they're mentioning planning and biking and being able to get around our community and having it be a good place to live and work.
I am the National Development Director for American Conservation Experience, also known as ACE. We're a national nonprofit organization that looks to advance environmental stewardship. And I joined the steering committee because I want to be a part of something that is bigger than myself. I want to be a part of something that's cutting edge. I'm very proud of my community and living here in Flagstaff, and I want Flagstaff to act as a leader when it comes to climate action. And my wonderful station here is 3 parts actually. The first part is learning about what Flagstaff is doing right now. And the second part of it is asking all of the citizens of the community, what are you the most proud of? And it could be as vague as I'm the most proud of our dark skies. I'm the most proud of the Flagstaff Watershed Protection Project. And then the last part is to ask the citizens, what are you the most concerned about moving forward with respect to climate change? And what are you most concerned about for our community for the next 10 to 20 to 30 years?
I'm with Lowell Observatory. I'm an astronomer, and for over 20 years at Lowell, I've been involved in a research program observing the variations of the sun. And what we're trying to do is understand how much the sun varies over centuries, even millennia, to put an astronomical perspective onto climate change. We know that in recent decades, the great majority of climate change is due to the increase in greenhouse gases from human activities, but solar variations could impart an extra forcing onto that could have impacts that we don't understand very well. So I've just kind of been involved in a side way in the climate change arena for quite some time, so when the opportunity to serve on this committee came up, I was very interested, and it's really great to see Flagstaff developing a sensible, implementable plan that can make a difference locally and set an example for other communities. So I'm here at the open house tonight, particularly at the Climate 101 area, because I'm very interested in climate science, and I'm having a great time explaining it to all the folks who are stopping by.
I work for the Grand Canyon Trust. I'm the Clean Energy and Efficiency Director there. And the Trust has worked on clean energy issues for more than 20 years. And we think it is absolutely wonderful that the Flagstaff City Council decided to do a climate action plan. We're really excited about this. My station is about taking action. And I've always been somebody who really likes to work on things that are action-oriented. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see what people think the city ought to do about climate change.
I serve as the president of the board for the Southside Community Association, and we operate the historic Murdoch Community Center. I'm on the Climate Action Steering Committee because I think it's important for all of us to be involved in the plans that we have for our community. And in particular, I want to try and give a voice to those vulnerable populations that might not have a voice. Sometimes typically when we come up with these plans, we leave out people of color, we leave out lower socioeconomic level populations. And so part of what I want to do is make sure that those voices are being heard.
Why City Council is interested in climate change? Well, I think the answer is everyone should be interested in climate change because it is real, and if we don't do something about it, we're going to pay the consequences in 20 years or so. We're already seeing the consequences. And so City Council, representing the people that by and large believe that, we took on the goal of attacking climate change issues. The people want us to attack climate change issues.